Today I'm gonna proceed with what I started and didn't get to finish last time. About the login page, right? Like lately, I've been facing a lot, debugging and I've been trying to debug a code for about 7 hours now, but I just found out like the problem with the code wasn't like in a dashboard page, which I had to figure out later because I wrote some syntax that was bad and stuff. But now we're going to proceed and I could show you what I faced. So I'm gonna start with the first is the registration page, right? So I'm gonna begin with that from fresh. So I'm gonna create my page registration .php. Alright, I'm gonna start with my tag, PHP tag and stuff. I'm gonna close it. Head over to my form. And what I notice is most of the time I've been forgetting to add this method because I always like leave it like I'm gonna put it later. So right now I'm just gonna put it in in order for me not to forget. So when I'm working, so I'm gonna start with the most important thing, which is input. All the label stuff doesn't really matter at this moment because I'm trying to do some things right here, right? So I'm gonna just proceed with this using placeholders and stuff. So placeholder is gonna be like placeholder, username, name, line break, head on to the next, same. Next is email, so I'm gonna add email, placeholder. It's almost the same thing even, equals email, and name. I've got to add name because for other, is the name that is gonna be like sending information to the PHP, so PHP could grab it and save it as something, right? Alright. So yeah, it's gonna be password for real. So I'm gonna proceed with that. Placeholder, password. And what's the last one? Name. Alright. The last one is gonna be name. Password as well. Line break. Then I'm gonna proceed with my button. Submit. Register. I'm gonna name it register. Okay, that's it. I think I'm done with this form. So I'm gonna head over here. Oh, there's something I forgot to do, which is a config page. So perhaps I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna create a config folder. It's an include folder, but I think all those things doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna create an include folder. Then later on, config file within. Yeah, the config file is gonna contain the information about database, right? And at first I was using MySQL, but now I'll be using PDO, which stands for Document Object Model, that's it. Method equals PHP. Yeah, that's the method of it. At first I was using MySQL, then I later on noticed MySQL was maybe past event and somehow not invalid no more. So I decided to go with PDO. So first I'm gonna like start to declare my variables, which is host, localhost, because I'm using I'm sure you all know my Jam is on now because I did it in the first video. Later on I'm gonna use user, which is root. I think I'm gonna use name, DB name. DB. Next, I'm going with the DB password, which is gonna be, for Zam it's always empty because I haven't set any password yet, so I'm gonna proceed with that. Cause okay, I'm gonna use the try catch method. Catch try for from what I heard like the try and catch method is like the if and else statement, but it's somehow different. So I'm gonna declare my variables video already mentioned it above, which is PHP document object video equals new video gets MySQL. Yes, is the name of the database, like the language I'm using. Then I'll be declaring the database and all that which are declared above into like making this video is the making this video a method or an object of something. So I'm gonna proceed with close close it. Then what? Oh, I forgot to add char set. Char set is gonna be UTF8 UTF8 MB4 MB just like MBC4 UTF8 MB4. Alright, close it. So same thing I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do database host, database name, which is db name, db, close it, and I'll just add the char set. When I'm done, I'm gonna add this user root and user. I think someone comes first, but I've forgotten, so I'm gonna use root, then later on use password, db password. So this line of code says first the database the server has to look for, since he knows, it states that the language I'm using for database is MySQL, and what the server is gonna do, like, is gonna find a host. The server is gonna find a host, which is the name of the host here, localhost. After finding him, he's gonna locate the database name, which is login db. That this one doesn't really matter. It's just a modern way to add emojis and stuff into the database. So it's like just another functions or stuff, something in the library. And user and password. After finding the database name, that the rest things the things that are needed are mostly user and password, right? So we're gonna proceed. I think we're done with this. But it's left something. This attribute stuff. Set attribute. This one wasn't really necessary. I just had to, because I heard it really helps and stuff, right? So I'll come from here to continue. I'll add my I'll add the statement, what's the statement? Video exceptions. Sorry, later on come out. Is it parenthesis or what? And I'm gonna proceed. Die connection failed. Then I'll need to concatenate it with something. That's get error message. Okay, I think I'm done with the config page. So I'm gonna test it out if everything goes well. If everything works well, so I'm gonna just add this echo just to make sure everything goes well. Then after that, I'm gonna like remove it. Connection successful. So I'll proceed to go see how it's like, if everything works well or something. So I'll go into my browser, type localhost YouTube 3, get into the include file, config, connection successful, and everything works well. It means it has connected. So we'll now proceed with the next, which is this. Alright, I'll start writing my PHP functions and stuff. So start with server method, request method, equals to post. So I wouldn't use get method because it's kind of outdated for what I think, and it's not really that secure. So I rather use the post method, which is more secure than get method, right? So I'm gonna get in my calling my variables from HTML. So I'm gonna use name to name the various variables because you know characters in it. So since I'll be using since I'll be using post method from above, it means also I'm gonna use post method to get the variables from HTML, which is name, email. I wouldn't use this here, so I will just go on with email because maybe it might fluctuate or do something with the email which it wouldn't recognize the previous user or something, right? So I'm gonna get on with password. Same here, I wouldn't use much of security, and VS Code have made it so easy for us to see things, right? So I'll just check if it highlights. It says it highlights here, which means it's correct, obviously correct. Like the name, I didn't make any typing error or stuff, so everything seems good. I'm proceed with the rest. So I'll start my logic on how to insert data into my SQL, data into database, right? So I'm gonna go on with DBO. I'll just use any name of any variable name and use I'll call on to the function which is DBO prepare statement users where and I noticed recently like this is one of the places where I usually make like errors, I either get to forgot to put this or maybe this somewhere or typing error somewhere. So it's just kind of syntax and making sure everything looks good. Equal, let's see, close it, making sure everything works well. So I'm gonna execute the program, calling another function which is execute email result, and I forgot to call in the config page which is gonna be required once. So everything works well now for now I think. So I'm gonna proceed with this So I'm gonna test it out if everything, but I don't think now. So PHP is somehow different, but I'm still trying what I could. So I'm gonna proceed with if statement, if user, then echo. I need to direct it to the login page, right? I'm gonna use header location login page else echo connection registration failed. Alright, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But I don't think I ain't sure if I'm correct with all these. Let me see. Let me add something here to make it look way smoother and stuff, right? So in order for the program to run, I'll need to click this button, and with everything full, that means everything is correct. So I'm gonna add a name to it, which is login, and I'm gonna add it right here. So let's see how it goes. Perhaps there might be error, right? But what can I do? Get on? Okay. Here's the registration page. Let's see if we register. Let's say line 2, there's an error with line 2. Require include no church file directory. Oh, I made a mistake with typing error, so I'm gonna cancel out the S. I'm gonna share my screen. Try it now. Alright, it looks good, but let's see if data could be inputted. I didn't even check out my database name, demo, login demo. Yeah, here's it. Users, everything good. So I'm gonna try it out. Username, JC, email, JC, gmail.com. I'm gonna use my username as password. Let's see how it goes. Login page. It just the right. Okay, let me see if some data was being inputted in the users. I'll need to drop I'll need to drop all the information in the users table. So using drop here is used. My bad. I'll create a table again. So just to make it I'll need to create a table again. So I just deleted that so it could be empty. So I'll need to create a new one, a new users table. Get into my SQL. Use login DB. Voucher. Email is still gonna be the same voucher. password. It's supposed to be the most lengthy, character, because when hashing, I think I forgot something. That was hash. You're supposed to hash those password before sending them into the database. I forgot that thing. I know I forgot something. So I'm gonna just put 300. Close everything. Create table. I forgot to mention the table name. Users. Everything good. So we'll try it out. Smooth. I knew I forgot something. I need to I need to hash those password. So yeah, I'm gonna use pass. Then for password hashing, I'm gonna use password itself. Password. Okay, I'll need to name the password. I'll need to identify this variable as password. So that's it. Something is still missing. I know something is missing. I could feel it, but I don't know what it is. Now I patched the password. Something's supposed to happen. Like I'm supposed to compare. I'm inserting. I knew something was wrong. You see, the problem I ain't supposed to set. Like I'm supposed to set insert. Yeah, insert into users. Insert into users. Okay, I'm going to add the name and variable and stuff. I'm going to add name. Since I wouldn't add ID since ID is auto implemented. Email, password with the values in it. Um, boop, boop, boop. I'm cool. Go. Almost done with that. Is it now? I wouldn't add fetch or select all because I'm outputting data instead I'm inputting data. So let's see how it works. Something is missing. I could feel it because there ain't no interaction. If you notice, there ain't no interaction. It says here. You see here just insert data into the database, right? What data is he inserting? And he has this execute data. Something is missing. Let me just try to figure out something. If I could really setting some data. Register. Alright, I've got an error at 9:11. Yeah, it says it's time for me to wipe off this thing. Let me just get it commented even. Filter on code error PDO exception invalid parameters bound found by whatever PDO. Okay, this is line 11. What am I supposed to do here? Execute, prepare, because I know the PDO statement now has prepare, execute, and something. Alright, I'm gonna use AI, but it ain't gonna be like I'm gonna ask straight into the question, so he's gonna provide full codes. While I'm still learning, I'm still trying to go through some hard stage here, right? That's thinking, cause that's the way of a programmer. Like you always think. Go. let's see what it gives me. Let's see what it gives me. I'm still thinking. I'm looking at my code, like still thinking, like what the hell is wrong with my code? I've got the password hashed already. I know I was supposed to use it here somewhere. Like if password hash. Am I supposed to insert the password as well? I don't really know. Okay, before the data ever touches data, you must transform the plain text. I've done that before. You should never store raw password. I know. I did this already. Yeah, everything good. Using creates a template, whatever. Handover process, pass your variables name, execute in process. Yeah, execute. Yeah. It wasn't supposed to be email. It was supposed to be both variables. All the variables I'm passing in, which is name, email, and hash password, which I did name it as password, right? So I'm gonna try it now. I'm gonna try like see how it looks in it. I think let's check the database. Where is that? Nigga, I got it right. But something is lacking. Yeah, the password is lacking. Something is acting weird here. Let's see. I see what's going on. I see. I didn't pass in the password because this code. But I thought some languages like PHP, like the codes get to run fully before running all the syntax and stuff. Let's try it again since I've changed here positions, right? Like inserting another group of data again. Let's check our database. Damn, nigga, I got it right. After a long while. Nigga, got it right. Alright, so in the next video, I'm gonna be talking about the login system. We're gonna talk on that. But for now, let me do a review on what I think I understood about this code. And since I'm the one who wrote it, I'm just trying to like understand the syntax and logic. So several requests. I'm using post method, and I always use post method. But I think there are some cases where user get to use the get method, because for example in a page like ID, in a pagination page, right? Pagination page where something is supposed to type like a number for the user to go into the next page or something. Pagination is always used, but for now I don't have any pagination, so I'm gonna use post because I'm trying to transfer data from one place to another, like good users credentials, which is password and stuff, and user or whatever is not supposed to know, right? Alright, so we're gonna do with the post method, getting our variables from HTML, because PHP can work on its own. Here's an object we're creating. SQL started as a variable, but later on became an object which was assigned to this statement. And the statement was inserted into user, which that is some database query, MySQL query, right? We use that. So we hash our password from here because our password is not supposed to be inserted in plain text. Hackers could take over your database, or you as a user could getting some valid information about your client which you weren't supposed to. So I had to hash the password by using those syntax and use the password for, and here's this object. I could still use it like this, with this not being, me not using this, but I had to declare like something to attach, like naming a variable to something. So this became a variable, and this statement here says if user is correct, like if this name, email, and password are being inserted into the database, then the various things below are going to be echoed or shout out to the user or stuff. But if not, then from there I could maybe PHP could highlight the error, or I could find it and see what's going on. So I'm gonna talk to you on the other side.